Welcome to Multiple Streams by any means, where we focus on showing you different ways to make money. Also putting the spotlight on the people making the money, the content creators, the entrepreneurs, the hustlers, and the business professionals. Man, today we got my brother, man. He's the best motivational speaker of our generation, man, and of all time. We aiming for all time, man. We got he's in every locker room, man. He got the number one football speech of all times. And man, Les Brown himself pretty much gave him the torch, man, and said that he's the best in the business. We got my brother William Hollis, man, William King Hollis.
Man, King, such an honor. First off, I want to thank you, King, for making time in your amazing schedule, man, to have me on the show, man. I know you're a busy man. And truly an honor, man, to be on here to give the people some gems and talk about business.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Appreciate you coming too, man.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, Jason?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
How you feeling, King?
Blessed, King.
That what's up, man. So we're going to pretty much kind of dive into it, man. I know I said motivational speaker, but what all do you do at this point?
Well, right now, man, I'm like a serial entrepreneur, man.
Okay.
I'm just bought my first piece of land.
Yep. Cool.
Here in Georgia, and just bought 25% of Legends of Miami, a shoe store in Wynwood down in Miami, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Just starting to use, the funds that God blessed me with. And I always feel like, I'm always feel like I'm undeserving of some of the things that I get, just because of the simple fact that, my life is really about helping and uplifting people. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, I always used to say this to myself, bro. I used to be like, that in order to help my brothers and sisters, our people, you got to be willing to give without wanting anything in return. And that's really the only truly way you can show them the example of what they mean to you. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you show a black man and black woman what you mean to them. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. But I've been blessed to make great money, Super Bowl commercials, Under Armour commercials, Milan Fashion Week. I've been able to do a lot of things with Allah being my manager, PR, and everything.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So I did all this. Everything is independent, man. I can't get on here and tell you guys about no massive team. You looking at the team.
Yeah.
Me and this iPhone. I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Dolomite, man, when he'd be on the phone, he'd be talking to third person, another person. Say, absolutely, William's available. So I had to get it out the mud, man, and by the grace of God, man, it's finally popping, man. It's popping in a major way. And with, like Nip said back in the day, if you don't stop, dog, you can't lose.
Can't lose.
If you don't stop that. Please don't think that is cliche, ladies and gentlemen. That is a fact. Because what happens is you got all these people chasing the same thing you chasing, but they give up. Yeah, they quit the race. They're like somebody chasing something on the marathon. They fall off the track. They get tired. But the ones that persevere, them the ones that last, man. Them the ones that be around 10 years later and people talking about their interviews, talking about their messages and their stories, man.
Nah, 100%.
Yeah. You had a great quote, man. I heard you say this before. You said we all had that feeling where the dog got loose and started chasing you. Say it for me, man. I like how you said it, bro.
It's basically, life. I feel like life can push you to do amazing things, bro. And one of the examples I said was when we was younger, man. We all had that dog that broke loose when we was little, and they were chasing us. We didn't think we could get away. But we done got away and cleared the whole 10-foot fit in one jump. You hear me?
Nah.
And that's how that's how I look at life, bro. Like when your life on the line, you'll run a little faster,
Nah,
you'll work a little harder, and you'll make a little something out of nothing.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
I got a slogan I live by, man. Every morning I get up, bro, I whisper to myself, "Eat off the land." If I ain't have $1 in my pocket, God started me every day. It started me over in life, financially, anything. I know that I got the power as a man to go eat off the land.
There you go.
Feel what I'm saying?
There you go.
And if you don't got that mentality as a man, it's something you got to develop, man. You can't take no for an answer.
Okay.
And you got to make it happen. I don't care if you got to shovel shit. You got to do whatever it takes to make sure you climbing this way. As long as you know as a man, you going this way every day. I don't care if you got $1 more. than yesterday. That's something that's gonna keep you motivated to keep going until you hit 100 more, 300 more,
yeah.
or 1,000 more. But that dream, it ain't gonna give you shit without that pain.
Nah, it
You
ain't.
got to go through it to get it.
Every
trying
time.
to tell you.
That's
Every
what I
time.
tell people, man. God ain't giving you nothing that you ain't equipped for, man. And I really believe that. I can say that. I can say that God would have gave me what I'm getting and what I'm doing right now in the beginning, King. He gave it to me when I had a wife and a son.
He said, I'm gonna get it to you now, son.
Yeah, I ain't giving it to you.
Ready now.
I ain't giving it to you when you just you. You gotta have some responsibility.
Nah, that was
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I watch them, and I'm just thankful for my family, man. I'm thankful to be able to. I think the greatest opportunity a man have is to take care and provide for a family.
that's word.
That's what life all about, man.
That's word.
There ain't nothing
Word.
bigger than that.
Word. So you say you a one man army? So you don't have no team, no
Sometimes
partners?
my wife speak on my behalf.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just started working with somebody. Shout out to my brother, Popular Nobody, out of Dallas.
Okay.
Working with him through, different bookings and different, podcasts. He also a speaker and a director over some Paul Mitchell schools in the Northeast region. Okay. Doing great things, man. So I just connected with that brother. But we, yeah, man, this is
It's all you.
I've been building it for years, man, and now it's like, for people don't even realize, I didn't even have a website for years, bro. I heard of for somebody who walking around without no website, still getting booked for Under Armour and Gatorade.
Yeah,
Feel me?
right.
That's how you know it ain't me. It's all God. Feel like He already had this plan. But it was kind of like it's like He was setting this up, King,
He
because
was.
I look at it and I be like, damn. So when they come looking for me, that's a guaranteed booking. If you do go through that much extent to go all the way to Instagram and Twitter,
Find you.
I see that message. I know you ready.
You don't got no
You
leads
ready?
list.
Yeah,
No
you
leads
ready?
list.
You ready
No funnel.
to book? And what I did was my leads and funnels is working with Motiversity.
Okay.
They have over 3.5 million subscribers. Motiversity Japan,
Look at
Motivational Mexico, Motiversity
They on
all
all
over the
of them.
world. So they taking my speeches, translating my speeches in other languages, on top of posting my work in front of 3.5 million. What website and marketing do I need? I got all of it. I got the #1 motivational company in the world. And shout out to Motiversity. We just finished my new album, Young King. If anybody know my work and they ever heard my first speech, Young King.
Okay.
I did a remake of that for my single, and it's gonna be, it was gonna be just as revolutionary as it was the first time I released it. And this album, like I said, people don't know, spoken word is Grammy nominated now. You can win a Grammy for spoken word. Yeah. So this album right here,
Just talking over a beat.
yeah, this one it.
wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, this one it.
Damn.
This one it. It ain't got to be talking about it. It could be regular poets.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
I
the way
understand,
it's the way
yeah.
you make it cool. So my Pain and Purpose is still number 4 in Barbados and number 7 in Saudi Arabia. It's right now. It's on the charts. They just was playing me in London this morning. Shout out to FX Flex UK. Major radio station down in London, and I've been blessed, man, to just build this from the ground up, and being able to build it from a situation where the people can see. They see the come up. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't hide the hard days.
Yeah,
I was making speeches, sleeping on people's couch.
Oh, man.
You feel me? Every day, like, no, let me borrow your closet. You got some coats in there? I stand between the coats and go use a voice memo and create a speech and send it off. Motiversity get it. I get my little $500 payment. Give me an extended stay, and we keep moving. I'm gonna use that closet to make a couple more.
Right.
Until the point we got to the point where ain't no more just 500. It's 60% of everything you make.
Yeah.
It's mine because I earned it. You got to work.
Yeah, I
Hustle.
You know.
I
Damn.
love it.
Man, I remember my first heard you speaking. I don't know if it was a pandemic or right before that. I was working out, man. I normally, like, I was at the house and I cut on like a compilation of like motivation, and I heard the voice. I like, okay. I saw the image. I like, damn, okay. Heard a couple trap stories talking about sleeping here and mama died. I like, okay. So I just tagged him, bro. I was just like, fuck it. I wasn't thinking none of it.
But that's the
He
power.
followed. Hey, what you gonna say?
No, that's the power of the voice, King. That's crazy because most of my great friends like yourself,
Yeah.
they call through those messages. They be like, they can tell. You know, a real one can tell if it's real or fake.
Yeah.
And you gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the dope part. That's dope.
Yeah, but I tagged you, and then like 5 minutes later he reposted it. I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's what's
Real
up.
with it.
So man, so if people watching this that haven't heard your story, man, you think you got like a quick, quick synopsis, just something quick, man, so they can kind of
Absolutely.
know what's up.
So yeah, man, I grew up in a city called Pontiac, Michigan. Grandmother moved from Monroe, Louisiana. Moved into Pontiac, Michigan. Had 12 children. First, she started running numbers. Then she started cooking crack. Taught all 12 of her kids how to cook crack and sell crack. The house I grew up in was a gladiator school teaching all drug dealers how to properly sell dope. They got all the dope from my grandma.
Wow.
Growing up there, you saw a lot of crazy chaos, shootings, murders, stories of molestation, a lot of crazy chaos that came out of it. It was like a gladiator school for drug dealers, I called it. And I was raised right in the midst of it. I don't know if y'all saw that scene in 300 with that little boy sitting in that cave looking at the wolves in their face. You feel me? He had no choice but to fight. It was fight or die. And that's exactly how my childhood was, man. Ultimately, my dad, he was supposed to be an NFL son. Magic Johnson took my dad on his recruiting trip, sat on my grandmama's couch, wanted to go to Michigan State. He ended up picking Indiana, Hoosiers at the time, because they was very popular back in the day.
Yeah.
And my dad was 6'4", 289 pounds, man, running a 4.5, 4.4 40. And he was 17 years old, bro, ready to go. And he was coming back for summer, for the break right before the season started, before they got ready for the fall.
Okay.
He talked to his brother, my Uncle Oliver, may he rest in peace, and he said, I'm on my way home, you gonna pick me up from the Greyhound station? My Uncle Oliver was like, yeah. When he got there, my uncle wasn't there. He had been shot up multiple times. They murdered his little brother. So he never went back to college. He spent the rest of his life regretting and terrorizing wherever he was.
Wow.
It was fuck everything, fuck everybody. You know what I mean? But he had did some time, and when he got released, I seen that he had finally released. He had finally released. And but by the time he was done, maybe the past or whatever happened, caught up with him. But one thing my dad used to always tell me as a young king is, don't cry when I die, king. I already got my revenge. I promise. And that was the realest thing he could have ever told me. So that really what kept me a little strong when I was there. You feel me? So, that was a hard time. He passed this past Christmas Day last year.
Okay, my condolences.
That rocked me, King. That almost put me all the way back to the beginning. But it's so crazy that when that happened, I had a quote where I say, before you become a king, you got to take a loss. And when I took that loss, man, I became a king, God. You feel me? Like I seen it in my life. I seen the career. I seen the deposits. I seen
Everything.
what God did, man. Shit about sacrifice.
Facts.
You feel me?
Nah, they don't.
The old got to die for the new to grow. I got the same name as my father.
Okay, you're a junior.
You feel me? Junior, dog.
All right, junior. Well, you're doing great things. I know.
Sir, my son was born 11 days before he passed.
Wow.
11 days.
Did he get to see him though?
14.
He got to see him in the hospital.
Okay.
He was
for
still
real?
in the incubator, but I remember a story, man. My son came out a little premature. He came out a month early, and his breathing wasn't that good. I'm crying on the phone. I'm talking to him. My pop hate nigga. He hate when nigga cry. Shut your ass. Shit, nigga. Don't you ever give up on your son.
Facts.
And bro, it's so crazy that he said them words to me, dog.
Yeah.
I'm in there crying, worried about my son he gonna be okay. He like, don't you ever give up on your son.
Yeah.
And that shit like stuck in my heart, my head forever, bro.
Mm.
It was like, man, it was coming from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
know it was coming from God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me and my pops, we had a special relationship. He ain't had to be that daddy throwing the football in the yard. He taught me how to watch my surroundings, eat off the land.
There you go. Yeah.
You feel me? Taught me how to read people. He taught me street life.
Okay.
That's his favorite show. Street life. It's the only life I know. That was
That's
just
the
a buck
That
every
was the
day.
shit. Damn. You remember? Well, yeah, I know you remember this, but remind me of how your first speech came about and how much you got paid for it.
Okay, my first speech, I got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was homeless in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Sleeping on side of Turkey Hill gas station. I was also doing intern coaching with the ASI Panthers or Arena League down there, coaching the defensive line. I had cracked my vertebrae, L1 vertebrae, couldn't play ball no more.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she had saw me talking to the players one day, and she had brought some of her students to the arena game and saw me talking to some of the football players, like encouraging them. So she saw me at the thing, couldn't miss me. And was like, I was getting up for the day. I was chilling, you know, he doze off, wake up. And I was going in there to get my little orange juices, donut. Coffee. I was my bad. I was drinking coffee. And, you know, she came in the store and she was like, hey, I saw you at the game. I would love for you to come. I teach at Reading Intermediate High School down the road. I'd love for you to come in and give a few words to my boys. Okay. So I went in, spoke within 5 minutes. King spoke. The boys was in tears, bro. Then I was walking back to the hotel that I used to go chill in the lobby during the daytime, but use a computer and Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Man, when I got probably 4 minutes from the hotel, I was literally about to contemplate committing suicide in the bathroom. It was the first time I ever spoke about my story, man. My mom heroin overdose and all this other crazy stuff. And it was like I was talking to a therapist for the first time. People don't realize when you tell your story, it's traumatic because you won't believe how much shit you really went through, dog. You feel me? Like you really sat and tell your story. It'll break you down and make you emotional. Think about all the people you lost and who not there. And, you know, right before I got to that hotel, bro, I had a 4-5, kept one on me. And about to go in the bathroom and end it, dog. And she called me 3-4 minutes before I got to the hotel and said, how much you charge to speak? I said like $75 or $100. I ain't know nothing about motivational speaking. She said, I want you to come back in a week and speak at an assembly of 500 students. Okay. And I went in the library and looked up Les Brown. I looked up motivational speaker because she said that's what you are. And I didn't know what a motivational speaker was at the time. I'm looking at it. I turn it on. Not Eric Thomas, but Les Brown pop up. Georgia Dome speech. Okay. I'm watching it. I'm watching his body language. I studied this dude. Like I studied his move. I studied everything. Yeah. But I added my own story. I said, all right, you can study his movement. You know, smile when he talking about traumatic things. You feel me? Like keeping the audience on their heels. Yeah. And I went and delivered a speech to 500, man. Got a standing ovation, King. And fast forwarded 9 years later, 900 million views on YouTube. Milan Fashion Week. All of it, bro. So it started like I tell people, man, God started this whole career, bro. Like, and people, they can't even deny it. You know what I mean? They can't. You can't even hate it. Facts. Because it's so designed by God. You feel me? You ain't got too many people. You go online and look for William Hollis scam, or you can't find it. Ain't a stain on my name, dog. And if they do got a problem, it just didn't go the way they wanted it to go. True. You see, what I learned in this world right now, people get angry, when you can't make them great. I can't get in your body and make you great. And what I tell people when it comes to speaking, it's a gift to this shit. The kingdom is voice activated. Yeah. You feel me? That shit voice activated. Yeah. If you your voice ain't it. If you don't activate shit, it just don't activate shit. Right. You have carpenters too. Yeah, and other things, bro. Everybody not a messenger.
Facts.
But right now, what we got is we got so many people trying to speak, bro.
Nah, you're right.
You might just because you make money don't mean you can speak to people. That's not they had bankers too. You know what I mean? Like they had people that counted the goats and counted the money. You do that. That's what you do. But that wasn't the most important thing in the kingdom.
Or maybe you need to talk and not speak. Maybe
you need to talk. Yeah, talk to a couple people.
You can be a teacher or something.
But sometimes, you know, in this generation, bro, that's why so many of these businesses, like I can look at all these guys that's putting these ads out. I can tell you broke. You know how I know you broke? Because you got a website, you got ads, you got all this shit on your page, and I ain't never bought none of that shit, and I make more money than them.
Like
I know I do, bro. But I don't go on the line and say, I make 75, 65, 30 million. I don't do all that corny ass shit.
That shit corny,
That shit lame. I grew up with drug dealers that had $8 million, $9 million. Nigga, that was
show it
rich.
down, though.
What you mean? That money shit don't impress me, boy. It's who you are.
Yep.
Who are you, cuz?
Yep. Just like when I do what I do. Like, you know, I sell products online, Amazon, teach people how to do it. I don't never just be like I made this amount.
I never see you do that. I never see you do that. I hate cats like that.
Yeah. For one, they be lying, bro.
Be lying. I know it. The real ones know.
But then it's like, bro, I don't be wanting people to know all my business or think they know. And IRS, Department of Revenue.
Definitely coming.
I'm like, hell nah. But like, you know, I'm still single. Imagine I just went online talking about I made $100,000 in 1 month. I talked to a chick. She be like, oh, that's the dude that made $100,000. Nigga, let me get some nail money.
Yeah,
nigga.
I'm good.
I'm
See,
like,
that's the
damn.
difference between this generation. I'm happy. I born in 1989, fam.
Me too.
Okay.
I got the last. We got the last of the
last year.
80s. And the people of the 80s gave us the last of the
Got a
game.
last little drip.
So I was taught, dog, play broke. These niggas, I don't know where this generation came, but they want to play rich. You just shutting your whole profile in front of the world. If you play broke and play dumb, you will deal with no problems, dog.
Right.
Just that's what I tell people, man. Y'all want to act like y'all got money. Don't act like that, because when you act like you got money, man, people act different when they meet you. It's gonna start to annoy you.
100%.
But when they know you broke, you know, when they think you broke, or you keep it modest.
Yeah, modest.
They don't really know. They trying to gauge you. But by the time you a billionaire, right? They gonna be so shocked that you a billionaire, bro, that they gonna run and tell everybody. I'm like, dog, this dude, I was around this cat, I was with this cat, but guess what? It's gonna make it even more powerful.
Yeah.
Cause they gonna sell you like they selling they self every day. Like, bro, I know cuz. I gotta show you, let me show you cuz. Let me show you cuz real quick.
Together, right?
Yeah, look, it's us. You see us together? Like, that's how they be. That's like free marketing.
Right.
So I play broke. They can act like, you know, like, some people, bro, is so lame. All they got is money, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you can tell, like, bro, like even when you around people who got a lot of money, like, it's dope. People who really get money, like really, really get money, bro, that's the last thing that's gonna come off their tongue.
I'm trying to tell you.
They trying to learn. A real boss is trying to learn from you.
Yep.
Still, even though he got more money than you. That's the difference between the white man and the black man. The white man will learn from that poor little black man and create his recipe. But that black man won't sit down and talk to that old black man about that barbecue recipe, and that black man won't put no money in that investment for that black man to start that barbecue business. And you get upset when a white man has a percentage of a great invention from a black man, because all those black men with all those dollars ain't investing in nothing black. They investing in everything. They putting most of their money in something white and trickling a little bit down to the black, instead of putting all that money that you putting in on the rest of them companies into a black man. You know how easier to grow a #1 podcast for a black leader to step on your show and interview. Just sit here, take 10, 20, 30 minutes out of his life to launch a black man podcast to a level nobody else can get it.
Yes, sir.
And that's the problem with our people, bro. We brainwashed. We brainwashed with glitz and glamour and money. But they don't even know, bro, them dollars is just for you to burn faster when you get to hell, cuz. That's paper. That shit don't mean nothing, man.
Boy, I said something right there.
That shit don't mean nothing, fam.
Burn faster.
Your ass gonna burn faster. God, you ain't don't God work in mysterious ways, dog.
Every day.
The devil giving you that paper so your ass can set on fire faster when your ass get to his crib. Cause you coming, nigga. You going. Everybody wake up every day. They wake up every day living the wrong way and think judgment day ain't coming, cuz. And I feel sorry for so many people who dying before they can repent, before they can give their life to God, bro. Yeah. This shit ain't no game. Yeah. You don't see the spiritual warfare. You don't see the motherfucker discovering UFOs and shit. Man, this shit coming. It is coming. It's a whole recession, but you got black people still running around like we in the best times of our life. But I know why, because we was always in a recession.
Yeah.
So this shit ain't really like,
when
the pandemic came, that shit, we were just mad we couldn't go outside. We wasn't mad about really nothing else. Like, it's all good, cuz. Nigga, putty days we had to stay in the crib. Nigga, putty days. We just go outside a couple inches around the block or so. We was born like that. You feel me?
Man, it's a depression and inflation.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't see that.
Broke and
Only
shit
thing I see black people bad about, I can't go outside, cuz. I can't go.
Can't get no tissue. Nah, they were going ham.
Yeah, nigga, lights off. Like, I can't go outside, lights off, goddamn. We done ran out of food. Shit. Nah, damn, we had a recession and inflation. I mean, we broke and shit expensive.
Man, it's crazy.
It's crazy, dog.
But I recommend. I'm looking at land overseas, bro.
Okay.
You know, I've been looking. I had this ad pop up on my page, and I looked into it about African countries that give citizenship to black people, man.
Of course.
Over there.
Akon put that on.
Yeah. That's hard to me. That to me that is. And
everybody come over there.
Look, you could take 100,000 American, bro, go over there and get started, bro.
I think that way more than enough.
You right. You might be right about that. You right. King probably, the way I want to live over there, about 100,000. I need 100. But you don't need 100. My people, you could have 20 or 30 or 40. Something like that. Get you a good start for a month. And keep having that pipeline from America bag coming in. Keep that coming in. Then you gonna live you gonna have chefs and all types of things. But one of my favorite countries, man, is Jamaica, man. I'll go buy me a mansion up in the hills of Kingston and live my days up there, man. They love me in Kingston, man. I love, shout out to Kingston, Jamaica, George Pond, the Don. I love Kingston, man. Kingston was a place that I see myself.
You see yourself there.
If I was there and the government wanted to come after me, I'd have 1,000 soldiers. You want some soldiers? Go to Kingston. You sick some Kingston? You set 100 King. You set 100 Jamaicans in the middle of any hood.
Yeah.
And they gonna show you gangster.
They gonna show you
gangster. They hopping out trees.
Now, I recently invested in a few different countries in Africa. I got a butt. I call him Sean. His name was Sean back in the day, but now his name is King R.J. Mahdi. He lives in Africa now. So now we doing some big things, real estate and land wise. But you said Kingston, so I just for my birthday, man, I just took my first trip to Jamaica.
For real?
Yeah, I went
you went to Montego Bay?
Yeah, Montego Bay.
I ain't even never been to Montego Bay yet.
For real?
Tourist?
I go straight to Kingston. I stay in the hood.
They tell you don't go to Kingston.
I go to George Pond's sister house. So when I went down there, dog, that's like my family. Like if I'm going to the crib, like I get off the airport ain't that far from nothing.
Yeah.
I get off, I go straight to Kingston. They got the rice and peas. Might see the goat that you gonna eat that night walking. And they fry chicken and we feed the whole hood. We go in. They say they play this set. It's called a set.
Yeah.
Where this is one of the most honorable things they could do for you. The DJ come in and play all the music, some of the greatest music while you there. They basically is in control of the aux. You feel me? And that's a great privilege for them boys to do that for you. And when I went down there, man, I wanted the whole experience. So I was in there, man. I was shy. I was taking baths out of the bucket.
Okay.
Country boy.
Yeah, like bro, we was in there. And shout out to my wife. My wife was right with me, thugging it. She was 4 days in, 3 days in. I was like, we gotta go get an Airbnb now, babe. We gotta get. I looked something up. They right here. You can get up out of here. You got your experience. But she thugged it out right there with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had to do this for my people just to. And when I did that, man, the love I gained out of them brothers, man, they couldn't believe I was in there sleeping in their hood, bro. And that was the greatest respect you could possibly show to a king. Sleeping as king.
That's lit, man. Nah, so when I went, it was my birthday. So so we did a resort. It was like all inclusive.
Right.
It was only like $1,500, bro. You know,
That's crazy.
Took the flight, the hotel, resort stay, trips between the airport, all the drinks you can want, crazy buffet. I was like, damn, this shit better than going to Miami and all that type of stuff. $1,500. Then we went to.
And the flight ain't even long.
Nah, it's not,
Not
bro.
long at all.
Hell nah, you know.
Well, not from here.
Yeah, man. So we did I was in Montego Bay. We went to, I forgot the name, but I did some zip lining. I did some and some ATV and some boat riding. So it's pretty cool, bro. I definitely go back. Next time I got to at least do like one hood day.
No,
At least one.
You
hood.
got to.
I don't know about 4 days, but at least one hood
I'll
day.
go with you, bro.
Yeah,
I'll go with you on that.
I'm gonna hold you to it, man.
Because they ruthless, bro.
I'ma hold you to
go
it, man.
with you.
Yeah,
They
okay.
aggressive, bro. They aggressive.
Yeah, man.
And you look Jamaican. You could look Jamaican. Long as you don't talk, you good to go.
That was me.
Yeah.
Hit him with a.
Yeah. Respect.
I ain't saying
He
nothing.
said nothing.
George told me when I left out that hood, don't say nothing. He said, "Well, don't say nothing."
Nah.
It was late night.
Nah, you right now.
He said, "Don't say nothing, King. If they hear you talk, they gon' try to
you.
extort you
Every
in
time.
the nicest way.
Every time.
They gon' try to extort you. Like if I take you to this corner, $20. Like get. And I was there in the hood, so I'm arguing with him. Like, man, yo, get out of here, man. Get out of here. They don't care who you tell. Like, I'm about to call George. I don't care. It's money, it's business. But yeah, man, Kingston is, man. I got to visit Marcus Garvey grave site. What's that guy named? Paul Bogle grave site. Queen Nanny of the Maroons. Bob Marley house, man. I got to go up in there and spend basically in there a whole night with some of his family. I've been in the Bob Marley bedroom, man. That was the most. He had his little prayer mat right there next to his bed, man, to give thanks every morning, man. Like it was his first thing he did, bro. Every morning.
Right.
So,
You know, they said it was important to Bob. And he was like a big kid, bro. Like just like Tupac's and all them great people, they be big kids, man. You know what I mean? Because they know that their life is God know that their life is short. So you know the purest souls is the souls of children. You feel me? And when you can reach an adult, not be childish, but still have that child happiness in you. You know, that's when you really living. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, that's what I noticed about Bob Marley house, man. He was a big kid, man, that when he was serious, it was all about uplifting the people. Anytime he was serious. That's the only time he was serious. You feel me? So that was dope to me to learn that about him. That most heroes are like kids with big capes on, bro.
cool. You spoke out there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I spoke at the second annual One Love conference. Bob Marley spoke at the first when he got shot and went and delivered the message. It was 2 people was murdered right in front of the gate. I spoke that day.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. They don't like that. They don't like that conference.
Oh wow.
Because it brings people together.
Bring a lot of people.
So the government is very, it's very corrupt. You know?
That was the only country, or
Oh no, I
did.
spoke in Australia,
Oh,
Milan.
okay.
Where else we went? Canada. I've been in Toronto. What else we was at? Traveling, speaking wise, I'm the only speech places I spoke at out the country.
Out the country. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you still go relax out there somewhere.
Yeah, man. Jamaica always relaxing. I speak. I always speak when I go to Kingston. But I tell all my brothers and sisters, man, you go to Kingston, man. It's it's gonna blow your mind from what they made you think it was like.
100%.
I don't care. They love their brothers, man. They love their brothers. You feel me? And they are the opposite of groupies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care if you got $1 million. That you could be a sucker to them. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't care about that. They care about who you are as a man. Like what's your integrity? What you stand for?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing I respect about them. Man, if you got money, they only excited to take it. They're excited. They want to take it.
That's a good note.
It's got
You know what I'm saying?
that type of behavior very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're excited, but if they low, they got the low energy and they just talking to you, big up yourself, and they rocking with you.
Yeah.
But as soon as they smell that chihuahua, they biting that ass.
They getting that Taco
They
Bell.
don't do that.
I fuck with that hat, bro. This is what it stand for. I fuck with you.
Yeah.
That shit hard, bro.
You know, this one of my brother's brands, man, down in Los Angeles.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah, this
Okay.
my brother. He pulled up to me. I was on my family vacation, pulled up and dropped it off on me, man. I actually just posted the picture on my page.
Okay.
And check out his Instagram. It's just, all I gotta do is type these letters in. Shit pop right up.
I.F.Y.W.Y.
No dots.
No
just-
dots.
Oh,
Just type it.
I
Okay.
F.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a good one. He got a good username.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So I remember, man, back in the day, I saw you working with Grant Cardone. What type of work you do with Grant Cardone?
Grant
man?
Cardone was just a fan of my work. He actually was working out to my stuff. And loved that king mentality I had, and I had the privilege to get some game from him and learn from him. And he taught me this, that most speakers die broke because they never learn how to run a business. And he just told me basically early, don't just focus on speaking, Will. Focus on building a business, a purpose behind it. It lasts longer. And then he just stayed in contact, kept following me. And then the next person that followed me was Nip Hustle.
Mm.
Yeah, Nipsey. Yeah, he shot me his number. He saw one of my football speeches, and he liked my voice. And I was telling him, under the picture, I told him I was like, let's do the collaboration, and I do the intros and outros and stuff like that. And he was like, I'm fucking with it. He said, I love inspiration. He said, I've listened to your work before this. So he shot my number, and I got to talk to him on the phone. We chopped it up. We were talking about doing some work with him, and then me helping him with the Bloods and Crips initiative. My dad was a Blood. Stepmom was a Crip. So it was mutual. It was a good connection.
Yeah.
And with my message and me being with him, and he knew the power of the spoken word and inspiration.
Right.
Motivation was one of his favorite things. That's what his whole campaign was about. It's
Hustle
like
and
that
motivate.
marathon.
Hustle and motivate.
I was blessed to learn some game from him about being independent, about trusting in what you see, in yourself. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Trusting in what you see in yourself, knowing that you are who you are. You know what I mean? Like you don't wait to become that to be that. You know what I mean?
Become
Be
that
that.
now. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you become that, it's normal.
All right.
Feel me?
100%.
Nah, facts. I think I saw you doing some shit with Kevin Hart too.
Yeah, man. I got invited out to to his Netflix special. This last
for real?
Netflix special that he had. Yeah, that was just
Okay. Just showing
recent.
love.
Yup, showing love.
Oh,
yup.
snap. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Major, man. Yeah, I get a lot of motivation is a universal thing, man. A lot of people listen to inspiration, man, and they listen to it to keep going, man. I remember I was just in Miami at the Empire album release for my brother Babyface right now, And Babyface Ray, you know, I ain't know his brother played my speeches for them. You know what I mean? Late nights in the session, they listening to some of my work. So I'm like, damn, like, but you know, in motivation, it's so hard for celebrities to come out and say they listening to it because they don't even want people to know they got any weakness. That's the thing about the speaking industry in general. Like, you know, like me, I really touch the soul. I touch core, the sensitive parts on people.
Yeah.
And people don't really be wanting to know that they going through that. But I understand it's a private thing. You know, when you trying to motivate yourself or fight through a depression or get through a mental block or something.
Yeah.
So you don't want nobody you don't never show your weakness. That's a rule that a lot of people say. But I just need all my fans out there and them celebrities, man. It's okay to let them know your brother inspired you, man.
That's it.
It's love.
I definitely listen to you on the tough days. Like, you know, any day it might pop up, but I done had some moments, you know, it was just like I need to snap out of it. Man, I might listen to some Hollis, bro. You like, oh shit. He talking about some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it wake you up, bro. Like, real talk. Like, I mean, because that's what I do. That's the first thing I listen to in the morning is motivation. Like, so when I climb out of bed, you know, it's like I can't go back. I'm not the type that can just go back to sleep because if I try to sleep a long time, I'm going to end up lazy the whole day. So when it's kind of like I'm up, I chill in the bed for like maybe 15, you know, but when I'm up, I'm up. So I cut on motivation, you know, so normally either on my YouTube, you're going to pop up Steve Harvey, Les Brown, or Jim Rohn. You know, so that's the first thing. That's like how I wake myself up. I listen to it, but I wake myself up. I might put the dishes in the dishwasher or take them out of the dishwasher and wipe my work area down, and after 15 minutes, I'm good, you know, so it's definitely. So you got some streams from me.
Oh, yeah, you got some streams from me.
Man. Shout out to everybody who streamed that album, man.
Oh,
And you know, I really just want to let everybody know about this Young King album, man. That Young King album that's the one. That's the one. And I'm starting to realize in this industry, man, I'm really like I'm like a Tupac Nip type guy in the motivational world, bro. You know what I mean? I'm the black sheep. I'm the one from the trenches. I built mine from the trenches, not partnering up with cats that I don't know and I probably don't even like. and you know, like that's how it be, bro. Like even when I see all these guys, like I don't care what nobody say, bro. I'm gonna be a competitor until I die.
Okay.
I'm gonna want to be number one in everything I do. And I don't care if it's an asterisk behind that number one. Only other one gonna be in front of me is Allah.
Okay.
That's the only one I put before me.
Okay.
Anybody else, bro, you a man, bleed, die like I died, bro. Y'all ain't gonna say, you can't say you the best till they seen the best. You know, I tell everybody, you see all these speakers in football locker rooms, but I literally got the number one football speech in the world.
Yeah.
So you got I watch the industry, bro. It's fake. It's all an illusion. The best ain't the best.
Is that what they want to?
It's who they want. It's what they want them to look like. But that's why, you know, with me, I've been able to work my way up to a $45,000, $65,000 speaking engagement. That's what I get per speaking engagement. No offense, Eric Thomas never made history in Milan. I'm just being honest. He never spoke in a Super Bowl commercial. None of them. I'm just being honest. None of them. They never did what I did, bro. They haven't done Sneaker Con. They never spoke at a Sneaker Con. You feel what I'm saying? It's a level. It's a level to it, and this ain't nobody putting me on. Eric put old boy on, and they buddies, and they ride together. Okay. You feel me? But I just got a message to the industry, boy. I'm about to rock you to sleep, my baby. It's only a matter of time. You got a little more time. You got a little more time because it's time for my team to eat. It's time to go get these people out the trenches, these kings and queens out the projects, and give them jobs. Because y'all not doing it.
Facts.
Y'all ain't doing nothing but just talking.
That's it.
You ain't doing nothing. All these people talking about financial literacy, man, I don't want to hear that shit. American dollar ain't worth nothing. If you try to get me to invest in a country that's decaying, I'm investing in broken, dead land, folks, cuz. You can buy land, yeah, buy it. Keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
But nobody want to, you ask the average black person, you want to live here, you want to live there, they going to leave this country, bro.
Yeah.
What you need to start doing is building a city, like Akon. That's what you need. That's bossy.
Yeah.
If you going to buy anything, buy a city.
Yeah.
You feel me? Build the land. You got all these black people in here listening to information that they can get off Google and YouTube.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you going in there spending $5,000 for some black people to drop their nuts in front of your face. and you say they smell good. You goofy, bro. That's our people, a cattle. It's like a cattle.
Yeah.
A cattle, bro. A pit bull tied to a plastic chair thinking it's heavy. That shit ain't heavy, man.
Dropped another.
It's crazy, man. You gotta think for yourself, man. Our people don't think for ourselves. That's why they stay broke, because they don't think for themselves. You got all these people stealing your money from you, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, if I spend money with a cat and he don't even sit down and talk to me, how that's my partner? Or how that's my coach? Hey, coach. He ain't even talk to you. He won't even shake your hand or look you in your face. If I'm going to break bread, I learned that from the dope game. If I'm going to break bread, I'm going to look you in your face and shake your hand when I finish the deal.
Yes, sir.
Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't 100. I learned from the streets. The streets the same thing as business. But they hate a street cat that know business because we can read snakes. We know when we can see a snake. I don't care if you got a suit on or you got a whole police uniform on.
Trying to tell you.
We gonna know when you a snake, cuz. All you gonna take is
snake.
one move. It's 95% fake in this world.
Yeah.
5% real.
Yeah.
What's your real chance of finding that 5%? Like a needle in a haystack. Nigga, you a blow pop to prove it innocent. Everybody might smile with you, everything. You a blow pop. I don't know you, bro. I ain't seen you in no war. I ain't seen you tested.
Yeah.
You can't take no man your friend until you see him tested.
I'm trying to tell you.
That ain't your friend, bro. That's a person you know.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's close to you right now, but you don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't do all the trust. I respect.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust a lot of nothing.
I'm trying to tell
But
you.
I'm gonna respect you
Yeah.
until you give me a reason not to respect you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, a lot of people always ask me about how I feel about the speaking industry right now, and you know what they doing and how they doing it. The only thing I see right now in the speaking industry is it's a whole bunch of fake. It's a whole bunch of cats that failed at being gangsters, but now they want to be youth leaders. They want to go to the kids. When half of them, somebody ain't even raised their own kids, but they want to go to the kids. That's what happen when the rap don't work. You ain't no gangster no more. The gangster act didn't work. Now you want to be a good guy and go to the kids. That's what happened, bro. You don't see the trend. The rappers, all of them.
Yeah.
We're going to the kids.
The
Yeah.
older one.
We're going to the kids. Yeah, because the adults ain't think you was gangster.
Yeah.
So you want to go to the kids and talk about how you can be a good person. You destroyed all our generation. You want to go talk about you can be all you can be. Shut your two-faced, hypocritical, fake ass up, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Yo, you washed up. And you want to go to the kids. I don't mind, man. I guess everybody going to the kids. Kind of weird, bro, to me. It
Kids
just
of
be,
the future, man.
it be weird, man. That's our future. But you know, what can I say? When you a gangster, you looked at as lame now. Like, boy, you ain't no gangster. How can you look cool again? I'm with the kids. I'm working with the kids.
Nowadays, not snitching is not cool.
Oh, man.
Not to me.
I'm going to tell you now, but this so crazy. The black community got so many snitches.
Yeah.
Bro, it's cats mad at people snitching and they snitched.
Yeah.
Man, you know how many snitches we got in the hood, bro? They ain't gonna tell you. That nigga talking about snitching. My dad said the streets been dead since 2000. 99.
Yeah.
What you talking about? They niggas, all these niggas, you got snitches calling other snitches snitches because they ain't got their paperwork on the website. That's what these niggas is doing,
And they
man. That's
gonna-
why
they gonna look that stuff up
I don't
too,
be
man.
listening to
That's
these
crazy,
niggas
man.
talk about no snitch. Them old niggas be them niggas be snitching. And you know how easy it is to become a snitch? Let me break it down. My dad explained this to me. He said, Will, when these niggas be in the street, where they be out, they be driving around late at night, might be coming from a bar, strip club, whatever. They get pulled over, got some cocaine or some dope in the car. They got warrants. They supposed to be. They might get more time if they take them in. But the cops say, "Hey, guess what, Doug? I'm gonna let you slide this time. I want you to give me a name and a couple information, a little information. You ain't gotta do. They ain't gotta do no paperwork for this nigga to snitch. He gonna tell you everything and give a nigga up that night and go home and go to sleep drunk. And then he gonna wake up with his niggas and his whole clique and act like he ain't had nothing to do with the John going to prison last night. That's how these niggas is, man. You trust these niggas, man?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hustling. I'm gonna sell peanuts with these niggas. I won't do nothing.
They'll tell the IRS.
I'm not dumb, man.
He just
Like
made
these
50 cents.
niggas sleep. And then you got these OGs sending these kids to be crash dummies knowing they was chihuahuas all through the 90s. Because they got some face tattoos now. I'm a gangster nigga. Because all the niggas that can expose you dead. Lying ass, fake ass OG. Niggas got some fake ass OGs out here. That's why I tell people a man ain't no man by his age, man. A man is a man by his experience.
Okay.
Niggas be living with their mamas, man. Don't take care of nothing. They just want to come outside and look like they rich.
Yeah.
That shit a joke to me. Any man wasting his life on this earth ain't got no family. Bro, you ain't got no seeds, you ain't got no kids, nigga. What the fuck is you breathing for? What you living for, nigga?
Yeah.
Right.
What you living for if you don't procreate, nigga? What you living for if you don't got no fucking wife, nigga? You wasting life. Nigga, you done spent your whole life. You don't go to heaven, God don't call you gay. Like, nigga, you gay? Nigga, what's wrong with you, bro? Is you gay, bro? You don't want no family. You don't want. I gave you the artillery, King. I gave it to you, dog. You gotta put you in me as you want. You gotta spit them out during this age time. You ain't want none. Come on, now that shit crazy to me.
I won't say.
Ain't nothing against the gay
shit.
community either, please. Please. I'm talking to the straight brothers that ain't having no kids.
He gonna block the word gay
Oh,
out.
yeah.
He gonna put.
Yeah. They run the world.
Now, so, if somebody want to get paid for motivational speaking, man, like, what's a couple small steps they can take to position themselves to get paid?
The main thing is, it's this simple. If you start off doing your quotes every morning, 4:30 in the morning, every day for 10 years, you're going to get some looks. But the fastest way to grow your speaking career is to collaborate.
Okay.
Not collaborate as a student, but collaborate as a business partner. Use another big brand that matches and looks something like yours and represents what you represent, and partner with that company. Once you partner with this company, you will get the same bar of success that they have. In about 8, 9, 10 months to a year, you will no longer need that person anymore, and you have been and built your own separate entity in the motivational world. But the difference is, it ain't that your story and my story is better than yours. The difference is, you just ain't got in the game. You ain't in front of nobody. Not saying your story wouldn't be dope if it was heard by 10,000 or 5,000, 6,000 people. But you ain't gonna never get in front of 5,000 or 6,000 people unless you build a name for yourself. So when people got 6,000 people in the room, they're not just bringing anything to speak to them. They need to know you're gonna deliver. They need to know that they ain't bringing these 6,000 people in this room for fucking nothing. You know what I mean? So one thing about it is you gotta master your art, but half the battle is the collaboration. Who you collaborate with. Prime example, look at Icky. Icky killing it. Eric Thomas collided with Eric Thomas and boy all over the place. You know what I mean? Okay. That it was that collaboration. You feel me? And one thing I keep noticing with speaking, styles get old, bro. All the styles get old.
What you mean styles?
Like the message become rhetorical.
Okay. Like anybody can do it.
Yeah. And you using all them big ass words and don't nobody know what the fuck you talking about. This is a different generation now. The moment they don't know what the fuck you talking about, they leaving you now.
Yeah.
They not listening to you in their mind no more.
Mm-hmm.
So, another thing I tell speakers is keep that shit plain. Don't talk like weatherman. Talk how you'll talk to your partners when you want them to be better. You
Right.
feel me? Be you. Don't be
you.
no carbon copy. Be you. You know what I mean? You got cats on there. Talk that talk, George. Shut up, bro. Stop talking like that, cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Be you, bro. You know the most corniest
Exactly.
thing you
He
do.
sound dope though.
Look,
but beside the
the
point though.
most corniest stuff you could do. And I ain't talking about George and himself.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the individuals that try to talk like him
Okay.
and take these speaker styles and think that it's okay. I keep telling people it's a difference from an Instagram speaker
Yes, it is.
and a live stage speaker, bro. Because that person that do real good audios might look goofy on the stage. Don't know how to demand no audience.
Right.
So don't relate speaking on Instagram to speaking in real life.
Right.
That's why you always hear about all these guru people giving knowledge on things, and then you go to their events, shit is trash. Yeah. It's levels to this now. Yeah. Les Brown taught me that a long time ago. It's different from an internet speaker and a live, entertaining speaker. You feel me? Tony Robbins is an entertaining speaker. Jim Rome was an entertaining speaker. Les Brown, T.D. Jakes, these are speakers that can touch your soul and not your ears. Not a lot of speakers can do that. Like I tell people, preaching is the easiest thing in the world. If I was a preacher, I'd be one of the number one preachers in the world.
I give you that.
That's the easiest thing in the world because all you're doing is you reading out somebody else's book and you creating in layman terms for people. That's the easiest thing you could do in the world. Okay. But the hardest thing in the world is to get somebody some knowledge that they never heard before. You got to be connected to the source, not just speaking on behalf of the source.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Yeah. I bet God will come down some days and be like, that nigga don't speak for me.
Hold on, man.
I was gonna say, man, so like when people traditionally see motivational speakers, they normally just see them at big events.
Yeah.
But what's some odd scenarios to where someone might hire a motivational speaker?
The Dallas Sneaker Con event, you know? I'm sitting there with the president and we talking and I'm like, man, imagine if somebody gave a speech to Sneaker Con in the sneakerheads, chasing their journey to become some of the top sneaker sellers in the world. Right. Genius. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how quick it can happen. That's why I told you, earlier when we were talking about the conversation, I told you it's universal. It goes with everything, King. Yeah. You can give a speech at everything. I don't care if it's a plant house. I don't care if it's a grow house. I don't care where it's at. Everybody need motivation, King.
Yeah. It's like a natural supplement,
every time,
for the mental.
Every time. And just like, I tell people, what you do in drop shipping and with Amazon is what, the reason why it's about to explode is because of the simple fact that I seen an explosion during the pandemic and that thing coming back around again. So for him to be in the position that he is and able to, and that's something, if I was to ask my brother, what is something, if you preparing for a pandemic, how do you dominate in that lane before the chaos comes? What are some of the steps you take to prepare as in your field? And you do a lot of
basically
things.
So you got to so in my field, if an epidemic was to happen, I would look for the products that we need the most, such as so basically if I was somebody that was like a proprietor of a face mask, hand sanitizer, things of that nature, you buy those in bulk, I would find a supplier, somebody I can get those from the low where we got a lot of local suppliers. I would get as many as I can, and and I have I have those the self-care products that people need. When people stay at the house, whatever they need, people need when they stand at the house, whether it's like cleaning supplies.
That's some game. That's some game, King. Don't keep going, King, because I know you got your course. But that's the stuff. That's what stuff people don't think that I would take the knowledge and go do. No matter how much money I make, I don't look at the money I make as a point where I can stop. I look at the money as a faucet. I want to keep that motherfucker running.
Right.
You feel what I'm
Keep that
saying?
thing
I want
flowing.
to keep it rolling. I got a mentality. Fuck yesterday. What we doing today?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yesterday.
I don't give a fuck if we went to China and stood on the Great Wall of China.
Right.
Fuck yesterday. What we
Yeah.
doing today?
What
Yeah.
we doing today?
I don't care about what we accomplished yesterday.
Yeah.
After this podcast is over with,
Right.
what's next?
Right.
Fact.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the mentality. What's next?
And it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt, like looking behind you.
Yeah. You don't got time for that, bro. In this world, content creators dropping content faster than they ever did in our
Life,
history.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They
killing shit.
they are loaded up.
Yeah.
See me, I can come in and do a podcast, right?
Go ahead.
Take that hour podcast, chop it up, and I can use that thing for a whole 3 months. You see what I'm saying?
Chop
So
it
you
down
don't
a
even
minute.
they don't even realize like content is everything. Anytime a camera is rolling, that's content.
Right.
Yeah. 100%.
And the beautiful thing about the internet, if you say something real, something that resonates with the people, it's gonna go viral.
Right.
To know that every day, the internet show you how great you are. Like nigga, if you really good, you don't need no ads and none of that extra shit to make you go viral. There's plenty of people that went viral off on accident.
Or organic.
Right.
Yeah.
The people that's not trying, but you notice everybody who's trying to go viral never go viral.
Hard.
Right.
Because you will find what you were born to do when it become easy to you and amazing to the world, God.
There you go.
That's when you found it.
We gonna wrap it up like that, man. That's what's
Oh
up.
yeah,
man.
man. I want to leave a message. To my brothers and my sisters struggling with mental health. That's something that I'm really big on. That's what I represent. And I just want to tell you that, to that young girl that was molested as a child, it's not your fault, and you are beautiful. Don't allow a monster that played in your story dictate the rest of your life. And to that young king that may have lost his mother, his father, or queen that lost her mother or father, understand that they live in you. Everything you do for the rest of your life, you represent them. You got to allow them to live in you and not rest in peace, but rest inside of you. And that's how I live, man. When I lost my mother to a heroin overdose, I lost my father. I realized that in this life, we got one life. It's only a moment. So what we got to do every single day is wake up. And it was a song by Michael Jackson. I'm looking in the man in the mirror. And every morning you rise, look at the man in the mirror, and blame yourself if you're not where you want to be. Blame yourself if you're not progressing. Because the only difference between the person that makes it and the person who don't is that individual that never starts. If you start, your life will change. And do what you love by any means necessary. You value, you care for, and if you hurt, make sure you call the 1-800-SUICIDE line, man, and get help, man, if it becomes too much.
Just like that.
Damn. You got any more questions, bro?
Nah, that's it, man.
Yeah, for right now. Damn, that was
You
it.
got me
Hey,
motivated.
this is another episode. Multiple streams by any means, man. Remember, good things go to those that hustle.
Believe that.
Facts.